But he's one of our founders, well maybe he is. Yogi Sokalingam. Most of you will know him as Yogi Bear, or Yogi, only because he's got a long name. He has been fighting for the Tamil cause for a number of years now, and he's one of the leading figures. I think most of the Tamils in this audience know Yogi very well, and you owe a debt of gratitude to Yogi, because many people claim to be believers in the cause and want to do this, they want to do that, and they want to lead. But how many do you see around? How many do you see leading from the front? He leads from the front. He's also an MP from the Tamil transnational government, which is a leading figure in that. I believe he just come from a conference to organise a, what was it, a sports day? Sports meet. I had a sports meet, was it last year? Highly successful. But I have to say, sad to say, if Yogi wasn't organising it, how many would it have happened? I doubt it. Because leadership is about doing, not just saying. And without doing, saying is just, you're speaking to an echo chamber. All of you here today all believe, I hope, in self-determination. But I don't need to convince you, it's all those millions and millions of other people outside who don't recognise self-determination, don't understand what it is, because they haven't lost it. And that's something we must do. So I'd like to introduce Yogi to you. He's given me a long list of positions that he has. But I don't think those are positions that he's sought. I think those are positions he's been given in the lack of other people having the ability or the drive and the energy. You know, the high energy, you might remember that speech for high energy. Absolutely correct. High energy in movements is probably more important than intelligence, if I can put it that way. Because that gets things done. Academics are great, and you need academic thought, you need discussion, you need intellectualism. But without the activism, we'll never get anywhere. He mentioned here that he's Deputy Minister of Sports and Community Health of the TGTE. He's a founding member, of course, Nations Without States. He's a member of the NLP's National Council, Assistant Director of ACT Now. He supports boycotting activities and genocide witness programs. Without further ado, introduce you to Sokalingam Yogalingam.
Can I say thank you, Graham? Well, he noticed many things, but he didn't notice one thing. he actually asked me for biodata for the speakers. I had to write it. I had to send him something. So last night, 2:30 in the bed, I was trying to do it and send it over. So I have to be there. Thank you. As executive committee member of Nation Without States, and I'm glad to address this conference. It's a great conference, and I can say great people are here. Honorable Chair Graham and other NWS members and comrades, that's more important, all the comrades, welcome you here. Obviously I represent the Tamils here, many around the world, which I can see a nice yellow and red t-shirts that everybody wearing and saying a statement out there, which I will come to in a second. As Graham did remind me that don't go into a history lesson, but everybody knows about it. But just a touch of it, in case nobody knows about it. In, I'm sure everybody knows, 1953, 1976, and 1983, there was a riots took place in Sri Lanka. People, I remember my dad's shop. Yeah, my dad even told me that there was a minister in the middle of the road, came and said, that's a Tamil shop, burn it down. As a Tamil guy, kill it. Those are the way it was done. Sadly, even I might forget and forgive those, but which I'm sure all the Tamils in the world and around the outside the world, you will not forget and forgive what took place in May 2009. That was a genocide, like my good friend said. It was, even the United Nations declared that it was over 70,000 Tamils got killed, murdered by the Sri Lankan government. What is that? Is 5, 10, 100, thousands, 70,000 over? According to our count, it's over 140,000. In fact, you and even cut it to half. So we are fighting on that. And in fact, we had managed to, from May 2009 to now, we were fighting inside the United Nations, the Human Rights Council, and we got 3 resolutions passed against Sri Lanka. And they, even the last 3rd one, Sri Lankan government came and said, you co-sponsor it. We will make sure you do it. We will do whatever your listing was given to the Sri Lankan government, you must carry this out. They said, yeah, we will do it. Guess what? They were given about a year and a half, 15 months. And they come back to the UN, said they haven't even done one thing. They're getting away with other murder. Another 2 years extension on that to do that. Whereas Sri Lanka, UN said, well, do a hybrid. Let's have some Sinhalese. Let's have the foreign judges, Sinhalese judges, or Sri Lankan judges, or can be Tamil judges. Let's have a hybrid to do it. But they don't want to do anything. I just keep remembering what my friend said. Will we have a solution on this? And they come back and they have the guts to come and say, we will co-sponsor this as well. How many think they are going to co-sponsor? It's a question. The funny side is, the main thing I want to talk about is, they're so-called in Sri Lanka, so they call themselves Democratic Republic of Sri Lanka. Wow, the democratic, I don't know what's the meaning, do they know the meaning? Because they do have a law, the 6th Amendment, which I'd like to point upon, which states anybody in the country who will demand to separate the country, or call it as Tamilam or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter, Tamils or anybody, will be put away for 7 years, no question asked. But they don't even give you a court order or anything. They'll give you up to 6 years and last 11 months. After that, they will give another 7 years. Sad. That's many people are happening in Sri Lanka. But this is simply against the human rights. So we want that to be, this should not be there at all. And what Sri Lankan government says, yeah, we will have it, man. That's it. You do whatever you want. That should be taken away from Sri Lankan government. That's what we are fighting in the first place. So that is very important, that we are doing many things. In fact, through Translation Government Tamilidam, we are doing 1,000 solicitors to sign to challenge it in the UN. Because we got to challenge it and we got to take that out of Sri Lankan government. But it's like British government have a resolution or in the constitution stating, oh, Scotland, you can't open the mouth about resolution or referendum. That's not allowed for you. But I remember last 2 years ago they were asked for it and they just about asked again. Right? So they have it. Even the British man will give it. That is called democratic country is. Mother of democracy does it. What's happened to Sri Lanka? So many countries, in fact, it's the same thing. Like Graham said, it is not United Nations. They are United States supposed to be. United Nations supposed to be called. We are supposed to be the United Nations people. So we should stand up and fight our cause very hard. It is not going to be easy. It is not an easy task. We have to work together, work very, very hard to doing it and achieving what we can do. That is what we need to do. And as you can see, the yellow t-shirts and red t-shirts, May 2009, next month, where the genocide took place in Sri Lanka in May 2009, which we never going to forget and forgive, and we will remember. After 8 years, Sri Lankan government and the world thought we will forget and forgive. No. We will keep fight until we get our rights, our freedom, what we want is justice, peaceful, peace, and permanent solution for the Tamils. That's all what you're asking. It's not too much to ask, is it? What is it the Americans and British or any other countries are trying to do? This is some basic human rights. So that's what we want. So we will continuously fight, and certainly it's not many Tamils, when I'm talking to them or talking to us, we said, oh, this is the thing happened to us, this is too much, we must fight and everything. I glad to see that they are seeing it, what's happening in Iran and many other places, Afghanistan, mother of bomb will be fall, and Russia going to put the father of bomb next. they will fight each other out, and not in their country. They will go and put somewhere else till the rest. So sadly, that's the case happening. But as a human rights, human fighters, it is coming to our door. Don't you forget that. This is somewhere is happening in Afghanistan or it's happening in Syria or somewhere else. It's coming into our doors here. So we must fight it. So let us get together, stand together, all together, and fight our cause. And also I would say, as a sports thing, in 30th of July, I will all welcome you guys. Come to the thing and support us also. It will be a very great event. It will be. So with that, I'll finish my speech. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Yogi. What do you want us to do? Long jump? High jump?
You only get a few minutes, so I shortcut it.
We could cut the ribbon. I believe there's been over 100 people here today, and probably about half are Tamil, and the other half for everybody else. There's a few people come and gone.